What's up, everybody? For this video I'm going to be doing a guitar lesson on Deceiver by Disturbed, and it was requested by King Yanli Disturbed 66, which is a kick-ass name, by the way. Let's get started on the lesson, and we'll start out with the main riff first. So you're going to want to be in an E-flat tuning, which is E-flat, G-sharp, C-sharp, F-sharp, B-flat, E-flat. And I'm going to be referring to the strings as 1 through 6, 1 being the high string, 6 being the low string. Alright? So now let's get into the main riff. So starting on the 3rd fret, and then you're going to play open. So come up on the 5th string, 8, 7, back down to 8, open, 6 on the 5th string, 5, back down to 6, open, 5, 6, 1, 3. So try and slow that down and play those notes. Alright, so that's the main riff altogether. Okay, so when you start that off in the song, you're going to palm mute it, which means you're going to rest your palm against the string so that it doesn't let the notes ring out. So, and then you're going to open it, and then you're going to turn it into power chords after that. So a power chord is like a 1-3 chord. So instead of going, so you go play the same fret with your pointer finger, but then with your pinky come up, or your ring finger, I like to use my pinky, come up on the 4th string and play 2 frets up. So that's how you're going to transition the power chords. So it's going to go from the beginning. Alright, so that little rhythm section I did at the end of that was a transition to the verse. It goes. And I'm chugging off the open bottom string, the 6th string, and then incorporating the 5th and the 4th in those accents on the 2nd fret. So. Alright, so that's the main riff, and let's get into the verse. So you're going to start open on the 5th and 4th, and then you're going to hammer on the 2nd fret on the same strings. And then you're going to be chugging off the bottom string as you're playing power chords. I'm going to play it slowly. So that little diminished chord at the end there was 3, 4. So. Alright, so you're going to end that verse with. You're going to start out palm muting it and then build up open. Alright, so that's the verse. You just repeat the same thing over again. And then there's no pre-chorus, so you just go straight into the chorus, so let's start on that. So you're going to start on the 7th fret on the 5th string and then the 9th fret on the 4th string. And play as a power chord. Down to an open E flat. So let's talk about that chord that's at the end of each sequence that goes. It's kind of that cool diminished sounding chord. It's 4 on the 5th string, 7 on the 4th string, and then play as a power chord. And at the end, you're gonna go. So, and except you're incorporating that 4th fret, you're not moving it on the 5th string. Alright, so once you're done with the chorus, you're going to go back right into the verse. I'm going to show you guys how to transition that. Okay, so actually, when you're playing that main riff, the second time around, when I was playing it open, I was just playing the single notes, but you actually play those in power chords. So it goes. Alright, so after you finish the chorus, you're going to go right back into the verse and play the same riff in the intro. I'll show you how to transition that. So now you go back into the verse again, play that same verse riff that we talked about 2 times over, or 2 times depending on how many measures you're talking about, but play it enough times until you get back into the chorus, but the riff repeats itself. And then after that, you go into another rhythm section towards the end of the chorus, and then you get into the bridge, and I'll show you that transition. So. So it's another rhythm chugging section, but it's different. It's unique right before you get to the bridge. It has these little dead note scratches. So it goes. So just rest your fingers on over the strings. However, you can get that little ringy, metally sound. Okay. So right after you play that section, you get into the bridge, starting on the 2nd fret on the 6th string. So for that part, you're building up going up the strings, and you're only staying on the top 3 strings. So 6, 5, and 4. You're not going up higher than that. And then you're just building up the notes. So you can slow that down and then match the string notes to pitch to try and play the same riff. So I'll play it again. Okay. So you start off palm muting that in the beginning, and then you play it open in the next part. Okay, so the riff just keeps repeating itself. There's 2 different sequences that follow each other, but it just repeats itself when it gets into the open section. And then once you get better at that riff, you can get more fancy and try to slide up the strings to make it sound more groovy once you get more comfortable with it. So all the notes are in there. You just have to slow it down and practice it until you pick up speed on it. And then after you play the bridge section, it goes into another transition riff going on a power chord on the low string. So. And then you go into the chorus again. So. All right. So after you get into the chorus, it's going to be the same as when you played it before, except now for the second chorus, because they play two choruses, they play them back to back in the song. He chugs on the E flat string in the riff for the variation on the second time around. I'll show you how he does that. Alright, so there you guys have it. That's Deceiver all together with all the riffs in there that you need to play. Of course, with any Disturbed song, there's a lot of guitar parts that are layered over it, but I'm just showing you the main parts. Otherwise, that would take forever, and you know, most people want to play just the main stuff that you hear. So you can go back, slow things down, and practice it, and then you'll pick up on it. If you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, please do the same thing, and I'll catch up with you guys later.